They'll try to bounce back tonight, but that's a tall order. The #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, provide the opposition on day 2 of the Louisiana Classics. The Cajuns and the Horns next on ESPN+.
Staff in flux. I mean, familiar faces have gone to other places. You know, Sam Landers in Oklahoma, Rioseto's gone to Texas Tech.
And 2 of their main cogs injured, will not play this week. A hard shot hit toward first base. But there's the freshman again, Emily. Big surprise there. 2-2, that's skied to center field and pretty deep. But Hayden's got a beat on it. Maddie Hayden makes the grab for the second out.
You know, even with the departures, Dan, you've got a Maddie Hayden out there.
Hall, if you're just joining us, Texas earlier this afternoon defeated Longwood as the 3-1's outside ball 4. So Goody becomes the first base runner for the Longhorns. She draws the 2-out walk.
Now thank you, television replay guys.
Here comes the 3-2. This is lined to left field, and I don't think there's anybody back there. In fact, it's going to clear the left field bleachers. First home run of the year for Reese Atwood after those 23 last year, and just like that, it's 2-0.
And that was a no doubt about her. I mean, that wasn't one that you were trying to blow over the fence. That was one where you're wondering, will it hit Johnson Street here in Lafayette?
Goody scores before her. So after 2 outs, the Longhorns strike for 2 here in the first. First hit given up by Noble, and it's a big one.
All right, so a big test for Noble here. I mean, you can't do anything about it. It happened. How do you do it? How do you correct that, or how do you make up for it? You saw
earlier game today against Longwood.
Yeah, 1 in the runs, 1 in the first, 4 in the second, 3 in the third.
Ground ball up the middle. Nice dive by Vasquez. Throws from her knees, but won't be able to get enough on it to get Stewart at first base.
Heck of a stop by Celia Vasquez.
35 runs batted in. Fastball on the outside corner. Cole, strike 3. Noble comes back after the 2 hits and the home run and gets the call third strike. Second on the team. 3-2, that's inside ball 4. Cajuns have the leading lady on here in the bottom of the first. Squares to bunt, pops it up, and it's going to be handled by the shortstop. Nice alert play by Good to come screaming in from her spot. Went over the head of the third baseman, Scott. But Falterman unable.
Down, works the corner.
2-2, went after it down low. That'll be strike 3. First strikeout for Cavan.
Well, that's what the previous pitch does. It sets that up. So you go, oh my gosh, effect.
Again, the 2-2. Grounder up the middle, but speared by Cavan. She'll throw to first in time for the third out. So the leadoff walk does not blossom for Louisiana.
She played catcher. She played first base last year. Again, another Longhorn that can work multiple spots. She's got the free pass.
And she'll draw the 4-pitch walk from Noble to start off inning number 2. Second walk bid of Texas's win over Longwood. 2-2 changeup. Back to the pitcher. Throw to first. Throw a little bit wide, but Smith able to hold her ground. And here comes the 3-2. That one's up high, ball 4. Couple of walks given up this inning by Noble. And the long sky to short left field. Coming on is Falterman, makes the running catch and then can't hold on. And they'll throw to third and not get the out. So now the base is loaded for Mia Scott. And this one's going to ground up the middle. This will get into center field. This will score 2. Headed for second is Scott. She'll be in there with a 2-bagger. 2 runs batted in, and the Longhorns lead it 4-0. And unable to make the outfield play, comes back to bite the Cajuns in this.
Just like that one.
Wallace scored from third. Bennett scored from second. Henry moves around to third. So still 2 runners in scoring position with just 1 out. And credit.
Quickly, he would work it back and forth. the depleted pitching staff will make things a little harder.
Again,
single up the middle.
Ground ball up the middle. That'll score 2 more. It's a 4-run inning for the Longhorns. Good with the 2 RBI single. Her second and third RBIs of the year. And now 3 straight hits after the 2 opening walks. Henry scores from third. Scott scores from second.
And Allison Habits coming out to talk to Noble. Now, looks like there will be a change. Saw her a couple times. Has a good presence on the mound. Good command.
This one's down low. Throw to second is going to be in time. Good tried to move up, but here's the 3-2 from Ryan. This is a line to right field pretty deep, but Williams on the warning track has a beat on it. Gathers it in for the third out. But not before the Longhorns pick up 4. Second run scored by the Cajuns against Seton Hall. Pops this one up, though, in foul ground. First baseman Mitchell is there. Easy squeeze. Transferred from the University of Florida prior to last year. This one's a number toward the shortstop. But Good is there to make the grab and quickly.
Scared at all. She says, I own part of that play, too.
Big swing and a miss. Cajuns go down 1-2-3 in the second. We'll talk to Texas head coach Mike White when we return.
Quiet.
3-2 is popped up in the infield. Vasquez has to come on strong from the shortstop spot, but makes the grab for the first out.
So now you've seen Vasquez make 2 great grabs. That diving shot.
Mitchell will stand in. Struck out to end the first inning. Nubber up the middle. Ryan spears it. Nice play over to Smith, and quickly 2 gone.
For Ryan, cat-like reflexes. Going across her body. Took a step and stabbed it.
That wasn't hit.
Longhorns need her. Simmett's really nice defensive player.
Ground ball on the left side. Sam Rowe on one hop. And it's up and down for the Longhorns in the third. We'll go to the bottom of the third inning. Still.
He hails from what city, Dan? Austin, Texas.
Yes, she is a Austin product. And she'll line the 1-0 pitch over toward the third baseman. Easy play there for Scott. And now T.
There were a couple moments last year where you saw the now departed Maya Davis and Williams out there together in the outfield, and boy, that was just fabulous.
Ground ball up the middle, and that will get under the glove of Cavan and get into center field. 2-0 from Cavan, puts the bunt down, back to Cavan. It'll advance the runner. Quick throw over to first, over to Mitchell for the second out. And Williams will 2. Up high and tight, and they'll say it hit her. That time I thought it went off the bat, but she's awarded first base. So I am 0 for 2 on those calls.
You're due, Dan. You're due. Keep calling. Don't.
3-2 with 2 outs. Down low, ball 4. Second walk given up by Cavan. Did she hold up? They will look down and they will ring her up. Laney Crater is called out on strikes. Cajuns leave them loaded. The top of the 4th inning, and Ashton Maloney leads things off for the Longhorns. 1 for 3. This is a shot past the third baseman, Sam Rowe, and Maloney leads off the 4th with the 6th hit of the ball game and the first hit off Sam Ryan.
Sam on your bingo cards, you're still going to be okay.
Again, the 3-2, but that one's up high, ball 4. So after retiring basically 4 in a row, 3 times. This one's lined into left field for a base hit. Falterman charging in, but the throw will be cut off. Coming around to score will be Maloney from second base, and it's a 7-0 game. Credit Henry with her second RBI of the year.
Closer to the track, over Vasquez's head.
Bennett will stop at second, so runners at first and second. Ground ball toward Vasquez. 2-1 over to first. Not in time. Smith can't hang on. Here comes the runner from third, and she will score. And now the runner will move up to second base. Henry is retired at second base for the second out. But then Bennett came in to score on the bobble. The 8th run of the ball game. Two now to Good. This one's popped up in the infield. Lascano at second base, and she will flip to second for the double play. Scott took off, had a little brain issue there as she took off. Cajuns turned the double play to end the top of the 4th. 1 hit, 4 base runners so far, 2 walks and a hit batsman. Ground ball hit towards second base. 1 hopper to Bennett. Makes the easy play. Did load the bases in the 3rd on a hit batsman, and a walk. She got out of that one, and Sam Rowe goes after this high heat. Can't come up with it.
67 miles an hour from Cavan.
3rd strikeout for Cavan.
Team in the country. Good cut. Let's see if she can connect.
0-2 swings and misses at this one. 2nd strikeout of the inning, 5th in the ball game. Lamson Park as an assistant to Hall of Famer Yvette Girard. First pitch to Reese Atwood is going to be popped into center field, and Atwood's got her 2nd hit of the ball game. Runner on base 3 of the last 4 innings now. And Katie Stewart up the middle. That's gloved by Lascano. Throw to first is in time. Louisiana turns its 2nd double play of the night. He's safe.
Yeah.
I think that one's going to be overturned.
Yeah.
So scratch that double play. They've still got 4 on the year. But
yeah.
Pretty good stretch job by Stewart to get a foot to the bag right before the throw got there. Conference.
Right.
Not nationally.
Florida's right ahead of them, right?
In the preseason poll, they will say there is a safe at first base. I think that's the right call.
And then, Dan, even after
8, 9, and 1 in the batting order in the bottom of the 5th. Ground ball on the right side. Lascano with a tough play. Almost had to backhand it. That one had some English on it, but she stayed with it and got the 2nd out. Also looking for her first hit. Hit slowly toward the shortstop. Vasquez is up with it. Quickly over to first. The leadoff hit does not blossom for the Longhorns in the 5th. Gutierrez 11-2 last year with a 2.03 earned run average as this one's popped up into right field, but plenty room for Maloney to come over and makes the first shift. The 0-2. Cut and a miss. Went after the drop ball. Nice pitch on the part of Gutierrez. Her first strikeout. Over it. 6th strikeout for Longhorn pitching as Maddie Hayden stands in. Flies this one to center field, but a lot of room for Hendry. And she will make the grab, and it's a 1-2-3 perfect inning for Gutierrez to finish things up here in the bottom of the 5th. And 2 Texas pitchers combined for a 1-hitter. And the Longhorns take this one by a score of 8-0. We'll be back to wrap things up when we return. Texas improves to 2-0